Suppose a friend blabbed your secret, or made fun of you, or broke a promise to you. What would you say? In this episode, I'll talk about 2 questions to think about before you confront a friend.
Kids Ask Dr. Friendtastic!
Hi there, I'm Dr. Eileen Kennedy Moore, also known as Dr. Friendtastic. I'm an author and clinical psychologist based in Princeton, New Jersey. If you have a question about making and keeping friends that you'd like me to answer, you can send in your question at drfriendtastic.com/submit. That's drfriendtastic.com/submit. Friendship rough spots are unavoidable. How we handle these affects whether our friendships continue, grow stronger, or fall apart. Instead of answering a kid question today, I want to share with you 2 important questions to ask yourself when a friend did something you don't like, before you confront your friend about the problem. The first question is, what response are you hoping for? We can't change the past and erase whatever happened, so what do you want your friend to do from now on? Choose something that's fair and realistic. For example, let's say you're mad because your friend sat with someone else at lunch. Maybe part of you wants your friend never to speak to that kid ever again. But another part of you probably realizes that wouldn't be fair or realistic. Your friend is allowed to have other friends. If you think about what you want from your friend a bit more broadly, that you'd like your friend to have fun with you, that opens up more possibilities. Maybe your friend could include you at the new table, or maybe the 2 of you could hang out at recess or get together on the weekend. Knowing the response you want makes it easier to explain that to your friend. The second question is, what kind of communication is most likely to get the response you want? Ooh, that's a tough one. When we're mad, it's tempting just to yell at a friend and tell them they're bad. But what kind of reaction is that likely to get? Your friend would probably yell back. In general, if you're mean to someone, they're likely to be mean back. So that's not a smart or kind choice. Sometimes when kids are mad, they give their friend the silent treatment. That means they refuse to speak to their friend. But then the friend has no idea what the problem is or how to fix it. Not talking at all is never a good way to solve problems. Think about how you'd like to be treated if you were in your friend's situation. Use kind words. If you both made mistakes, maybe apologize for your part of the problem, even if your friend is more wrong. Be sure to keep the problem just between the 2 of you. If you tell 5 other kids about what your friend did wrong, your friend might tell 5 other kids about what you did wrong. Oof, then 12 people would be involved and the problem would be much bigger. Try to imagine your friend's perspective. That's hard to do when you're feeling upset, but when you can see your friend's point of view, you'll probably feel less mad, and you'll also be better able to figure out what to say. Most likely, your friend wasn't trying to be mean. You could open the conversation by mentioning that you understand where they were coming from. You could say, "I know you didn't mean to," or "I get that you were trying to." Ask directly for what you want moving forward. Be clear, polite, and positive. Describe what you want your friend to do rather than what you don't want them to do. You could say, "Tomorrow, could you bring me with you to the new table?" Or, "From now on, could you please call me by my real name?" Or, "Next time, could you please ask before borrowing my stuff?" What response do you want? What kind of communication is most likely to get that response? These 2 questions are difficult. It takes some thought to answer them. If you haven't figured out the answers to these questions, you're probably not ready to confront your friend. Slow down. Think about them some more. Maybe talk them over with a grown-up you trust. Keep in mind that the way to move past a friendship rough spot isn't to prove that you're right with a capital R. It's to understand each other better and respond in kind ways, so together you can build an even stronger friendship. This has been Kids Ask Dr. Friendtastic. You can learn even more about friendship through my funny and practical books for kids, Growing Friendships, A Kid's Guide to Making and Keeping Friends, and Growing Feelings, A Kid's Guide to Dealing with Emotions about Friends and Other Kids. They're available through your library or wherever you buy books.